How did it go? Like, was it like annoying or was it like
It was pretty.
somewhat fun? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was annoying. Doing
Oh, okay.
footwear and equipment and upside was pretty fun.
Oh,
You can
okay.
just like go, just like quick scans, but apparel it was so annoying.
Yeah, I bet.
It was pretty poopy dookie.
Yeah.
You being close tonight, right? You leave at 6.
Yeah, that was sick.
Aha, lucky, and you're working tomorrow. You're working, you're leaving.
Yeah, and I leave at
At
8.
the time I'm yeah, at the time I'm coming in.
Like, I'll see you later.
You're working Thursday too, right?
No, I don't. I'm off Thursday, Friday.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm different.
Yeah, I'm actually working Thursday.
Oh no, that's Dookie.
I
How
know.
when do you work Thursday though?
12 to closing, I think.
12 to close?
Yes.
Oh god.
Yeah, so Wednesday night. So that means I'm working Thursday. Okay, so Wednesday from 7 to 4
Oh
in the
wait, that's
morning.
fucked up. Oh my god. Wait, I mean, okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
you leave like Thursday morning at 4 a.m. and then you had to get up. You had to get there
At
before
12.
noon. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I know. They told me, by the way, fuck you, Rodrigo. Yeah.
That's RP
Okay.
Bose. That's RP
Yeah, after
Bozo, bro.
Bozo.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, they kind of hate me.
Yeah, they kind of like hate you.
I don't know, what am I doing? Let's see. Hey, by the way, have you seen Weston?
No, I actually haven't. I haven't seen him in like weeks. Maybe he stopped working there?
I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he like stopped working there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could just
After
been like a
Bozo.
side job or something. Yeah.
Mm.
I heard that
He-
we're getting 2 more hires.
Oh, 2 more? It
Yeah.
wasn't like 10?
Well, they're planning on hiring 10. It's just they haven't hired all 10 yet. It's just they've only hired 2 so far.
Okay, new slate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Bree, Allen, and who else? And Sharuk is leaving too.
Yeah, Bree. Today was actually Bree's last day. I didn't know. I didn't know until she like left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she left a message in our.
Oh, she left a message. You said?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd she say?
Oh, it's just like, if you have free time, just send me a text and everything.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. And Alan, he's gonna work on what?
His last day is
ATV?
his last day is Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah, his last day is Sunday. RP Bozo.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably still playing, right?
Yeah. He's still playing with us. Yeah. I actually suggested that he should play maybe he should play
Lee?
Overwatch.
Oh yeah, I was there in the morning when
Yeah.
you were telling him.
Mhm.
Yeah. Isn't Overwatch 2 coming soon?
Yeah. But he can still play the other one. He can still play one. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Overwatch. Is Overwatch 2 just like the same game, just with PvE?
I honestly don't even know. Yeah. Cause I don't care enough about Overwatch to know about those, but I'm assuming so. I think so. I'm not sure. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to main Genji.
Oh, I can see that.
Oh, the one of the guy.
I used to main like Ana and McCree.
Oh, McCree too. I like cowboy, like 6-year style.
I'd be like, yeehaw, brother.
Yeah, Yeehaw stun the guys and just go into like full auto mode.
Yeah, that was back when he was like super OP. Yeah.
Yeah, that was broken. But yeah, I stopped playing like 3 years ago.
Oh really? Yeah. I haven't played in like a year, but yeah.
Well, not 3 years ago, like 2 years ago.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I still own the game.
Oh, you still own the game? Yeah, I still own the game as well. Yeah. Like I can download it at any point. It's just I don't really have a lot of people to play it with because they're all playing other games. They're playing like Valorant or like League, you know.
Mm. No, I haven't played Valorant. That's just PC only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to run Valorant though. It's just the thing is, the game is super sweaty, as you can tell.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's more like a Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
kind of
Counter-Strike
game.
kind of meets like Overwatch, but you soon realize like there's so many like flashes in the game, like flashbangs and stuff. It's so annoying to play.
Yeah.
There's like memes where people play the game with like sunglasses because like there's so many freaking splash fangs in the game. Yeah.
Valorant is more like, how can I say it? It's more strategic, actually. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's more strategic for sure. Yeah.
And Valorant is just like CS:GO, but with powers.
Yeah, and that's why I suggested Overwatch, because Overwatch is like strategic, but not so strategic where you need like a massive brain to play. You can
But
kind
it
of.
feels like, yeah. It
Yeah.
feels like Alan would like the game since it's the Overwatch, like the characters kind of like the Apex champion.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I suggested that over like League, because he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play League." I'm like, "I don't think you'll like League." I played the game for like 8 years. I know exactly why you wouldn't like League.
Haha.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like Alan's whatever, but sometimes he doesn't really, he's not really a strategic person. Yeah.
Nah.
And you don't really need a lot of strategy for League, but it's definitely very punishing if you don't know what you're doing. Whereas like, at least in Apex, it's like if it's like, even if you don't know what you're doing, you auto die anyway. You know, you die so quick that you just get brought to the lobby anyway. You know, it doesn't matter. Whereas in like League, it's like if you play really badly, like you have to wait so long for the game to like end for you to actually be able to do anything. You know. So that's why I didn't suggest that game to him. I was like, nah, I know for a fact you wouldn't like this game. Because I wouldn't necessarily say I'm bad at the game, but I wouldn't say I'm super good. I just am good enough to kind of like tell the difference of someone who would be good and someone who wouldn't be good at it.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think he's trying to restrain himself to play their games.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense, to be honest.
Like the way he was describing this morning, when he was like, "Oh, I think I'm getting bored of the game." I'm like, "I think you're just burning yourself by playing so much." But then he was like, "Nah, I think I'm just bored of playing games in general." But I'm like, "I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just because you limit yourself so badly with how little like variety you have in terms of playing games, you know."
Yeah. It's one of the things that like kind of like me about Alan.
Oh,
Just-
that he's like so
yeah.
narrow-minded. No, so he's so like one-track mind. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like weird to. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's whatever though. I've met a lot of people like him, so it doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this is the first time I met someone like so narrow-minded, to be honest.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just it limits what he like can do. It limits like the games he can have access to. Because there's a lot of good games out there. It's just he's not giving them a fair chance.
Yeah, I know.
And I've tried to convince him in the past. I was like, there's no point. Yeah.
Pretty dumb. No, like seriously, like he can just play other games.
Yeah.
What? Wait, give me a second. I think I'm gonna have to go and pick up my brothers again.
Oh.
Give me a second.
All right.
¿Qué pasa? Okay, va para allá. Yeah, so they're out, so I'm gonna go pick them up real quick. I'll be
Alright.
back. Damn, you seem kind of getting hard. I don't know if you're watching the stream.
I am. Yeah.
I swear, I love this. I think it's called Night Rain.
What'd you say?
Or
Oh
Rainy
yeah,
Night.
yeah, Rainy Night.
The
Yeah.
theme. Yeah, the OST. It's pretty nice. Alright, I'll be right back.
All right. Oh god, I walked like 2 steps. Come on. Wow, but I can walk through that entire hallway without a random encounter. Nice. There we go. Venom Claw is pretty good though. Yeah, this is pretty good. Devour is what I want on him. Actually, I don't know. Do I want Mad Rush on him? This is fine. Oh damn, I keep thinking it's a frighten, but it's actually just a freeze. That's still good. Ooh, nice, perfect timing. Alright. Nice, really good timing. Nice. Is that with me and... Oh, nice. It's all 3 of us. Like it's probably because we all have Devour on us. Well, it's not hunt damage. Oh, that's so tragic. XP. Don't know if Argilla can one-shot them, so might as well just kill him like that. I forgot what wild card does. Oh, it's almighty damage. Oh, nice. I do appreciate that the game isn't afraid to just give you like pretty broken stuff early on. God, how tanky are these guys? Oh no, it might kill Argilla. Oh wow, it did. Shit. Ooh. That was really bad. Wow, her magic's that good already. I thought I had to heal twice, but I only had to heal once. Yellow door. I probably just could have just killed it with a basic attack, whatever. Better safe than sorry. I still don't know what the trick of that is. There we go. It's actually good, right? You guys have ice. Yeah, it's actually good. Yeah, it's actually fine. Just takes a while, but there we go. Oh wow, died just like that. 2 hits. Nice. Please don't miss. Thank you. Ooh, nice crit. Oh, I could have devoured her. It's fine. Oh, I could devour this. Oh. Nice. It's probably good for Magilla anyway. Nice. I'd rather have MP, but I mean better than nothing. Fuck it, why not? More options. I don't know what this is. Oh, nice. And that's why it's useful to just put skills anyway. Nice. Now I can walk through that door. I think I want heat to devour this. Okay, never mind. Or it just dies in 2 hits. Yeah, because Argilla's pretty close. She could probably just level up from the next boss fight. I don't think I need like a lot of SMP, but or safe and sorry. For heat, I think I'm good enough, but for Argilla, I might need it. One chocolate dog's not gonna kill me. I think I pass. And then yeah, devour one, so that way when heat hits it, he'll one-shot it. There we go, nice. Oh wow, is that that's not even that much. Maybe I should just give it to Surf then. Might still be good to give it to Argilla since I just want to get her out of that mantra. Nice. Nice. Quick and easy. Oh, wow, didn't give me enough. Nice move. No. The Aggie. No. Just kill this one before it kills me. Just devour this guy. Oh, nice. Only hit one. Nice. Is it Terra? Oh, it's not. It's probably like Zon or something. Or like Zio or something. Nice. There we go. Mad Rush, no, it's. I mean, Venom Claw is better than Hell Thrust. Nice. Let's go back. Wait, how's. Okay. Alright, this will take a while probably. Might as well save. Ooh, close. Oh, nice. Oh no, that's not good. Wow, random ass crit in this game. Just kill this one. Kill this one. Oh, come on, D. That might actually cost me the. Okay, it's fine. Oh, that was actually got really scary there. Oh, nice. At least Surf can make it up with the crit. Let's kill this guy. Oh, Surf. Like, he almost fucked that up so hard, actually. Yeah, because I forgot when the game gives you heals.
Aha.
Welcome back.
Hello. Yeah, I'm back now.
Hey.
How's this streaming looking? Is it like pause or what?
Yeah, just pause, yeah.
Okay.
That whole paused.
So Ryuji has like some sort of like side quest.
Oh yeah, yeah. Once you rank up like their persona, like the confidant stuff, like high enough, you have like a little like side quest to advance it. It's like kind of like a big part of their arc kind of thing.
It's more like a Kamoshida continuation. Continuation, sorry.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda. Yeah.
Well, it's not Kamoshida, but it's still something regarding to the track team.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yamauchi. You're streaming, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm kind of like streaming.
Yeah, right now I'm currently using my, my phone to speak on Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It sounds fine, yeah.
Sounds nice.
It sounds fine, yeah.
No, but I mean like, I cannot watch the stream because I'm using my phone.
Oh, that's all good.
And my laptop is like with no battery at all.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm like super focused.
Oh.
I don't know about these Yamauchi side quests.
Oh yeah. A lot of the confidant stuff involve you going to mementos and like changing the hearts of these people. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there was like a plot thing on Madarami's palace.
A plot thing? What do you mean?
Yeah, before we RP Bozo him.
Oh.
He mentioned
Oh
he
yeah,
mentioned
yeah.
Someone with a black mask.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh.
I'll come into play later. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, so we're not the only ones.
Yeah, exactly.
For real?
For real?
Yeah, I was watching the Persona 5 scrambles.
Oh
trailer.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the end he says, for real?
Oh, who? Ryuji? Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like the developers know, they're into the memes.
Yeah, they know. They know. I respect that. I had no idea. That's pretty funny. Yeah, he says it so much. I didn't realize until my second playthrough that he says it so much, but yeah, he says it a shit ton.
Oh, you remember that meme about Morgana being your mom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was in a JRPG shit posting,
Uh huh.
and one of those memes popped up.
Nice. As it should.
It should be, yeah.
He do be your mom though.
Like, no, go to sleep.
Yeah, it's like I'm not trying to sleep right now.
Wow, I did really complete a dungeon way too early.
No, that's good. Yeah, it's good to knock it out as fast as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just awkward. Once you do beat it, it's like, oh, you're just waiting for like ever. Yeah.
Mm. But I mean, it's good because I have enough time to level my social stats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the point of it.
And just like you say, doing the social thing, like being a normal high school student, is like a different game.
Yeah, it for sure is. Yeah, it feels like such a different game.
High school simulator,
Okay.
Alright, I think I can go to Mementos now. With all the clues that I have.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did you make sure, by the way, that you can actually like you actually identified them?
Let me go to the school entrance.
Because remember those like the two that you were trying to get the other day and that you couldn't get because you didn't identify them.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them is like you talk to someone in Yongenjaya, and the other one you talk to I think the school district or something. I forgot.
Yeah, here in the school, on the
Yeah.
entrance. Where's my photo? Where is that Easter egg which is following me? Wait, I think I can wear different clothes?
Not yet. I don't think.
Well, not in school, I think,
Yeah. Like Sundays, you usually wear your casual outfit, but yeah, in school, no.
Makes sense. Where are they? Alright, supposedly we can go to Mementos now, if I'm not wrong.
Did you make sure you identify both?
Yeah, supposedly I got it right. Wow, not yet.
Yeah. Remember, you can always just look at your main menu and then look at requests. Yeah. You don't have to show up at the hideout. Yeah.
Request.
Yeah. If there's like question marks over request, then that means you haven't identified them yet. Yeah. See, so one of them you ID'd. You see where it says ID'd? Yeah.
Mm.
The other one you still had to find, which is in I think in Yongenjaya, which is like where LeBlanc is. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, hey! Oh yeah, we haven't had the chance to go to Sojiro's house.
Oh yeah. That
I
comes
suppose you don't.
that goes into play later. Yeah.
Okay.
Way later. Like the fourth dungeon. Like
Okay.
fourth palace, yeah.
Maybe here. No. Wait, who am I supposed to speak? The landlord lady. Yeah, place kind of weird.
Which place? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, this side quest.
I think it's like someone's like abusing a cat or some shit.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. He's like, you kind of found me, haha.
Alright, now we got the info. Okay, we can go to moments now.
Nice.
Oops, wrong place. Hee. Hey, you got recognition this morning, Oscar, with those memberships.
Oh yeah, I'd be kind of trying.
Hey, you're kind of like carrying.
Yeah, honestly, before you guys came, I was like always second place. It's just I kind of like slacked off for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started
You're
like,
right.
giving less of a fuck. But then, hey, I'm like, if they're gonna talk to me about inconsistent service, I was like, hey, let me show y'all what inconsistent service looks like. Look at that. Like I knew I slacked off, but I was like, damn, did I really slack off that much to not get like the full time? I was like, god damn.
No, not to be honest, no, because you still were second place.
Yeah, I don't think I was slacking off
And-
that hard.
And to be honest, that's still really, that's what, like, it's not like, oh, you're second place when it comes to memberships and linking. Oh, you don't deserve that full time. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just dumb logic. And then now they're like, you know, letting
Yeah.
Travis do whatever. Like, I don't know, paid him a freaking full-time customer service. But I understand it's like what he's good at, but still, I could have sworn he was hired for full-time footwear. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anyone there get like special privileges just because they're like somewhat good at one part of the job.
Yeah. I mean, they have to move him and make this full-time service thing.
Oh.
Yeah, right? You kind of die or what?
Oh, my bad. I was talking to my mom. What were you saying?
Oh, no, nothing. Oh, I was saying that they move him into this full-time service thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, is that like an actual position?
Yes, it's usually, yeah. Full-time customer service is an actual position. It's just that's usually reserved for bigger stores. Like we are getting better at customer service, and I guess like it helps us if we have better customer service in general. But it just rubs me the wrong way that they gave him so many chances. You know, well he's clearly not good at tasking.
No, absolutely not.
And tasking is like half the job. You know.
Yeah. And I think service.
Service is important, but like days like today, come on, like days like today when it was so slow, how can you possibly
Yeah.
service like super well, you know? Yeah.
And to be completely honest, I think he serviced like super try hard to the point that he's just servicing one person instead of like multiple.
Yeah, instead of like being more efficient, you know, you like you're like hyper focused on one person. Yeah. Which I get it. Like you can't just abandon them, but at the same time, like what? How about the other people that need help? You know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I mean,
for me, yeah. What were you saying?
It just feels weird to put all your attention just one consumer when you're in like full time service. I mean, it's not just one consumer, but everyone.
Exactly. I'm like whatever at this point. I'm just like, hopefully I get the next one when it opens up.
Yeah.
At this point I just like accepted it. Yeah. There's nothing I can do now. You know, I can't really just like cry about it now. I just actually just prove myself that I can do it. Yeah.
No, I am okay. Like, yes, I mean, I have always agreed that you deserve that full time. But to be honest, he didn't even deserve it because it was the footwear position, and he proved to be really bad at that.
Yeah.
Like there was like, I'm still wondering why. Why did they give it to him?
Yeah, I wonder as well, but that's why I sat down with, you know,
Like he was so
yeah.
bad that they have to move him.
Exactly.
So I'm like,
Cause
okay.
Shuruk was telling me they will ask him every day how well, not every day, but like often how he's doing tasking and stuff, and you know he will answer truthfully and be like, yeah, he's not good at tasking, and I guess they used that feedback and was like, yeah, he's only good at one thing, which is some service, which is nothing wrong with that. Like Eddie, he only knows how to service, you know, but and that's why they're fine with just putting him on registers all the time. And Eddie like prefers registers anyway, so it's like a win-win situation, you know. It's like one less person to worry about in terms of knowing where to put people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like, especially like if you're going for it full time, there has to be a higher standard in terms of like the requirements to be a full time.
Full time, yeah.
You can't just like get it just because you're somewhat better than most people, you know.
Well, here's the thing though, it was a full-time for footwear, so it was mainly tasking.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they knew that he was just only good with servicing. Why they gave him the full-time for that position?
Yeah,
So
I wish I knew those questions, and that's what I mean. I think they just like I talked to Summer about it. I'm not sure if Summer told you, but like Miss O and stuff like that, like they kind of like got the position because they're older. Like I'm not sure if you noticed, but like Miss O has basically come to work just to stand around and just get paid.
I know that. That's one of the things I noticed. I'm like, is she actually working?
Yeah, because when I first started working here, she was full time, like women's and kids apparel.
Yeah, because all I see of her is just standing on the register and saying, "Do the dance, do the dance."
Yeah, now at this point, she's basically just glorified like hostess of the store, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I fuck with that.
Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah.
It's funny just to see Misa like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of annoying though. It's like a lot. It seems like a lot of the older people there they just get favoritism just because they feel bad that they're older, so they don't want to treat them like any other people. But it's like, bro, like just because you're older doesn't mean you automatically get a free pass in life, you know.
Yeah.
If anything, that should be a sign that you should maybe work somewhere else, you know. Like, why are you like 50, 60 years old still working at, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She told me that she used to work in hospital.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I pay so much better. I wonder why she left. Maybe she didn't like the people there. I don't know.
Like that was my question. You get paid way better.
Yeah. So much better in hospital. That's where Bree is going to go work. She's gonna go work at like a hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. The money is there. It's just I don't know why she chooses to just work at some random Nike store. You know. Nothing wrong with that. I work at a Nike store, but at the same time, it's like don't work someplace if you're just gonna like abuse the system by like making people feel bad because of your age. You know. Like I get it. Once you're at a certain age, you probably feel like, oh, I have to like settle down or make more money. But it's like, I mean, you could also just go out and just find a better job. You don't have to work someplace you don't like working.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. Yeah, because Summer was like, yeah, like usually older people just get like a leg up on everyone. Like even with Edwin, when Edwin was still here, no offense to you because he's your relative, but he only knew how to do SNR. Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Like, don't feel bad for me. Like,
Oh, okay.
we're talking about Edwin, not me. So I'm like,
Oh, okay. Because I wasn't sure because since he was like related to you or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, he is, but I mean, like, if someone's not good at something, I'm not gonna lie myself and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I
I
mean,
can,
yeah.
I can already tell that, to be honest. Like, I asked him some questions about the floor, and I'm like, yeah, he doesn't know.
What do you mean? What'd you ask him?
Something like how to service people. He told me, and also like getting memberships. And he's like, oh, I actually just let the customer go through. I don't ask for membership or anything like that.
Wait, what did he
I'm
say?
like,
What?
oh, I asked him like, what's like how to approach a consumer,
Mhm.
how to make them what is it called, Nike members.
Uh huh.
And he told me how he just straight up just says nothing and just packs the stuff and gives it to them.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't ask for membership or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not his responsibility. I think when he's a manager, a lot of managers just like kind of just start chilling. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't know. I didn't mind Edwin. He was still a good manager. It's just unfortunate how he got fired. Yeah.
Yeah. Or every time I ask about anything about the floor, he just ignores the question and goes to something about SNR. He only talks about SNR.
Oh yeah, he only really knows how to do SNR. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm.
I like that about him. I because back then I only worked SNR. Like for the first like few months of me working there, I only worked SNR. So yeah.
So I was like, all right.
Yeah, so it's like I didn't mind. I didn't mind him being back there a lot because I was back there a lot, you know. So
Mm.
yeah. But yeah, I get it though. Yeah, it sucks that that's the case, but yep, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Our people also.
Happy Bozo for real.
Yeah,
Nothing
I'm so
you can really
annoyed. Yeah, I'm so annoyed that the managers know about Virginia snitching on him and they just let it pass.
do. I guess it will make them look bad. It might just be like because like, oh, if they come out and fire her, then then like their store would look bad, you know, if you think about it. Because if they like, you know, fire her and then it turns out she was like a snitch or whatever, it might make them look bad for like keeping her there for so long. Or I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't work like that. I don't know. But yeah, like the fact that they offered Edwin the job back just shows. I mean, Edwin doesn't like Under Armour anyway. Yeah.
No, he isn't.
Yeah. I feel bad because it seems like it's such a shitty place to work. They barely get any hours. Like if us having that many consumers, we still barely even get like 25 hours a week. Imagine Under Armour that barely even like has that many people in the stores to begin with. You know, imagine them. So I bet it sucks to work over there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's whatever though. I mean,
Yeah, it is whatever.
I would like it if he came back. It's just I feel bad for the other guy, like David. I told you about
Oh,
David, right?
David.
Yeah, the other guy that got
Yeah.
fired along with Edwin. Like
Edwin, yeah. I don't know
yeah,
anything about him, to be honest.
yeah. You didn't meet him, but it's basically like he was the other, like he was kind of like a coach almost to a point, and then he was like kind of like the leader of SNR. And then like a couple of months before, like I think his parent, I think his mom or dad died. So he took like a long like leave of absence, and then like a couple of months later he got fired.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and he was really good. He was a really like he kind of like looked out for all of us on the floor. Like a lot of the managers, like that's why I like Christy the most because she cares about us.
Hmm.
That's why I personally like Christy the most because you can tell she cares about all of us in our own ways. And it's like refreshing to work at some place where you're like, you know, your top manager actually cares about the people that work for them. And David was like that too, where like he wasn't really a store manager or anything, but he was like a coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I respected him a lot. And then, yeah, he was like the main him and like Summer were like the main people that helped me be really good at SNR, you know. 'Cause like I said, the first like 6 months of me working there, you can ask Sharuk. I'm pretty sure Sharuk or Summer might have told you, but yeah, like when I first started working there, I only worked SNR.
Yeah, they told me that you used to work back there in SNR.
Yeah, and then they called me out on the floor sometimes when they need people, and then they realized, oh, I'm pretty good at servicing, so they kept me out there. And then ever since then, I've never touched SNR. I kind of miss it here and there, but sometimes I'm like, when it's slow and stuff, I prefer being on the. I prefer just being on registers because it makes the day go by faster, personally.
When it's slow?
Yeah. When it's slow at SNR, it's like you kind of have to like go out of your way to find stuff to do. Like when it's slow at SNR, I like go into like the bins or whatever, and I start like cleaning up the bins. Yeah, that's my way of like like making time go by. Yeah.
Fuck with that, yeah.
Oh, nice! You unlocked that skill where you can like just ram into people.
Actually, I think it was pretty random. I just wanted to like face the guy.
Oh, okay.
And the screen was like, and the screen just popped up. It's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Is there something that I like about Chrissy, that her leadership skills feel natural.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't feel forced like Virginia's. Like Virginia, sometimes like you can tell it's so forced. Like sometimes she's like way too eager, you know. Where she's like, yeah, make sure, and then like telling us to make sure we're servicing every like 5 minutes or whatever when there's like nobody on the floor and stuff. Yeah, stuff like that, you know. It's super forced. Whereas like Christy's way more like relaxed, you know. Like she'll tell you what to do, and if you're not doing that well, she'll pull you aside, but she won't like be on your ass about it, type of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like Virginia's kind of like, well, she's gotten a lot better over the few months, because back then she used to be really bad about it, where she would like be on your ass a lot and would like micromanage you if she felt like you weren't good at your job. But she's gotten a lot better at it. She's not as like overbearing nowadays, which is nice.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think it's just, yeah. When I started working there, yeah, she was on my ass all the time. Now she's pretty chill.
Exactly, yeah. Like once you prove this help to her through whatever metrics she has for you in her mind, she'll never like micromanage you again. Yeah. But it's annoying though. Like it's annoying for new hires. I get it. Like new hires are new hires, and obviously they don't know anything. But that doesn't mean you have to treat them like dumbasses. If anything, you should probably treat them with respect, because if you want them to stay, you don't want them coming into an environment where they feel like they're being like condescended on day one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I enjoy like training the new hires, because it lets me kind of like teach them how the store works without being like being super anal about it, you know, because I'm not a manager, you know, so they don't necessarily have to listen to me, but I like training them because it makes me feel like I can at least get them to understand how a store works without being like just by being like a manager or something, you know. Because sometimes like managers give off a vibe where you feel like you might not be able to talk to them because, you know, you're not them or whatever. You're not like as high up as them, so you might feel nervous around them. Personally, that's how I felt when I first started working there. I felt like I was nervous around like people like Stacy and people like Travis and stuff. Yeah, but after a while, once everyone kind of like naturally respect each other, it's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, even though I want to work at the city center store, I'm like, I enjoy the people there, so it's a pretty hard decision for me. I'll still apply, obviously, just to keep my options open. But it's definitely a hard decision because I enjoy working with the people there. Yeah. And it's honestly like the most fun I've had working at some place in a while. Because when I first started working at Starbucks, it was fun to work there because the people were easy to get along with, but then after a while, it was so like cancer to work there. Like like managers stopped giving a fuck, and it was just super like toxic, like the environment, you know. Whereas at Nike, I guess when I first started working there, it was all right. It was decent. It was definitely better than Starbucks, but it's gotten a lot better over the months, especially now that all the bad seasonals are gone. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, mainly Justin. You know, I don't mind the other ones like Terrell, Aleem, and Trey, but yeah, Justin was so bad. Justin maybe like really like
He makes a
maybe
job.
yeah
Like, fun.
really made me like question how he got through the interview process if he was like that bad in person. Like how good was his acting skills to like fool people like fucking Stacy
Yeah.
and shit? Like what the hell? Because
He
around
gotta
that
be watching
time,
telenovelas.
yeah, because around that time, Christy wasn't in the store, so Stacy was the one interviewing them. So I'm just like, what kind of fucking like Houdini act did he have to pull to like to make us think that he's a good like worker, you know?
Yeah.
Because clearly he wasn't. At the end of it, clearly he wasn't. Like you cannot argue he was. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, 100% no. That
Yeah.
kind of questions that let me sleep all night.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it boggles it blows my mind like how he was able to work there for so long too, and like he was such a problematic person, and yet he was still able to just work there for so long. It's so
Right.
crazy, actually. Yeah.
He had trouble with everyone. This
Yeah,
year.
exactly. Everyone had a problem with him. He just didn't think that he was that problematic. He just thought everyone liked him. Yeah. He was just super dumb. Oh shit! I fucked
Yeah.
up.
I'm surprised Melvin is still working here.
I mean, Melvin's not bad.
Oh yeah, of course not.
He's not. He's definitely not as bad as like people like Aleem and whatever.
And Tyrell.
But yeah, but it's like I just feel bad for him. It's like one of those things where it's like if everyone else was asked, like he'd be next up to get hired, but because like people like Josh and like Mariah exist, it's really hard for him to like really do anything meaningful at this point.
Yeah, because okay, so 3 people are leaving, and hey, don't tell anyone. But Josh told me that he got the part time.
Hey, I mean that's what I thought. I had a feeling. It was like I was like, there's no way he won't get it. Especially when he's like on registers all the time. I knew he was gonna get it. I was like, I wanted him to get it too. I was like, he probably deserves it the most out of everyone there.
Yeah, he just straight up told me, Kevin didn't ask me for an interview. He just straight up told me that I got the part time.
That's how you know you're good. You don't even need an interview. He's different.
Yeah, he said, but don't tell anyone.
Okay. He's like, okay, as I'm telling you.
Yeah, because back there we only have 1 position open. It was him or Vanessa. But now we have 2 more.
Exactly.
I don't know who else is gonna apply. Vanessa will definitely apply.
Yeah.
And I don't know who else. Is Maureen applying?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure she is.
You think she'll get it?
I mean, there's 3 people leaving, so I hope she is. You know what I mean? I hope she gets it. It'll be RP Bozo if she doesn't get it when there's like 3 spots open. You know? That'll be actually RP Bozo. Yeah.
My what is it? Oh, when I applied for the part-time, you know there was only like 1 position open, right?
What'd you say?
They opened just 1 position.
For the part-time?
Yeah, back when it used to be a seasonal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like Kevin told me, we can choose between you or Layla, so we just give it to both of y'all. We kind of like bend the rules for y'all. And like, okay.
It's like, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Where's my raise?
For real though.
Hey.
Yeah,
But
if they like you, they'll like bend over backwards for you, which is nice. Yeah.
So Vanessa will definitely get it. I think Melvin's going to fly, but not sure he'll get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he'll get it.
Yeah.
Mariah is applying, maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think Vanessa will definitely get a spot.
Yeah.
Do you think the other one might be?
Well, they already have two. They already have one though, so it'd just be Mariah and probably Vanessa.
Okay, so that's really tough choices.
It's hard to say though. Yeah.
That's pretty much the same too. Hey, we're shopping with the homies.
Oh. Nice, I finally killed the boss. Oh, what an annoying fight.
Oh god. Well, how bad was it?
I kept dying.
Yeah. Well, is the mechanics of the boss complicated?
No, it was just it does a lot of damage. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not bad though. I still first tried it, but I wasted a lot of items that I didn't want to waste.
Is the RPG of Shin Megami Tensei kind of like Persona?
Yeah, in terms of like raw gameplay mechanics, but in terms of like dungeons and like overall mechanics, it's way different. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's obviously no social status stuff, whatever. It's mainly, yeah, like Shin Megami Tensei games are always like post-apocalyptic settings, which is pretty cool, which is pretty unique to the JRPG genre. Yeah. Usually don't, you usually never see like a post-apocalyptic settings at any like JRPG.
Sounds nice, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope like Moraine gets it, but it's hard to say. Competition is pretty big, you know. Yeah. And she hasn't really done like a lot of stuff to separate her from the pack. I've given her advice and stuff, but and she's followed it somewhat, but it might be like too little, too late kind of thing, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, because she's pretty cool. But
Oh yeah, I talked to her before. Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that her competition's so like big. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, what can you do though? Yeah. I told her if she should like apply. If she doesn't get it, she should apply to the city center store for sure.
Oh, that's right. They're gonna open the place in there, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna apply there?
I'll still apply, and I'll see if I even get an offer. If I get an offer, then maybe. Then I'll actually think about if I want to go or not. It's mainly just so I can see if I can weigh my options. Yeah.
Yeah. How far is it from here?
Well,
from like the Katie Mills.
From Katie Mills, probably like 30 minutes. No, not actually. If from Katie Mills, if you just go down I-10, takes maybe like 20. Because you just take I-10 all the way down to like Memorial City area, and then you're like basically there. Yeah. So it's not far at all. And the only reason why I even thought about going was because it's so close to me. But I'm like, I don't mind how far Katie Mills is to me anymore, because I get there super early anyway most days. So distance isn't really a problem. What really matters to me is like the environment of the store, you know. That's what really matters to me. So but from what I've heard from Christy is that the store leader from Cyprus is going to be the store leader of that store, so that's a good sign, because if that's the store that Christy is from, then and if Christy learned most of her, you know, most of her leadership skills from Pasadena, then that's a good sign, you know. So
yeah.
But what Christy told me is that they already started looking for leads and stuff for the city center store. So yeah, I guess we'll know soon enough once the applications are up. Yeah.
focused on watching a movie.
And you're kind of still at
Oh,
level 1. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Did you watch the movie though today?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
keeping that streak up.
What'd you say?
You're keeping that streak up.
Yeah, hopefully. I counted earlier today, and I was like, well, I actually watched 20 movies this month, so that's pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said before, this is pretty ambitious.
Yeah. 30. Yeah, one a day is ambitious as hell, but yeah, just keeps me busy, you know. Yeah. I don't want, because sometimes I notice if I told Melvin the other day, I was like, I noticed that if I hyper focus on one like category of entertainment, whether it be like video games or anime or movies or TV shows, I like burn out really easily. So, and I don't want to do that because I like it. I like enjoying the stuff I enjoy. So that's
I do have balance though. Like I have like anime, music, and video games.
What'd you say?
Like for most of it, up to entertainment, I try to like balance it out, like anime, video games, music, and I'm still practice track. I like every now and then I'll keep running every day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Red hair waifu. Oh god, let me tell you, this guy is a freaking child molester.
Oh. No cap.
Just by the way he talks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need you to like not molest me.
Yeah. Hey, and here I am, like the bro tag.
I like the track uniforms.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like edgy kid, hands in my pocket, my hair going my eyes. I'm like, what's up, man? Jesus Christ, yeah, he's a child molester just by the way he's speaking. Don't get worked up. I'm just being friendly here.
Oh god.
Like, oh god.
Well, his name is Slimy Middle-Aged Man. Yeah, that's how you know. If your adjective is slimy, you're automatically a pedophile, in my eye.
You're right. Alright, let's go out. Alright, this game has top quality waifus.
I'm saying. Yeah, I do like the addition of
Yeah, she's kind of
Yoshizara.
like, from what I don't know. I was doing like a parallel between Joker, because Joker troublemaker, but I remember he's not a troublemaker. He just was in the wrong time, wrong place.
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, plus I saw the colors of the game is like black and red, and Joker's pretty black, and Yoshizara was like red.
In a way.
So I was like,
yeah,
I was trying like connecting the characters, but now I remember, oh, Joker is not a troublemaker guy.
Yeah, it's cool that you're making that connection. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I play a game, I always try to like look at the symbolism and everything like that.
Yeah, that's what I feel like is missing a lot of times in just like overall media consumption. Because a lot of times when you like trying to analyze anything, even if it's just like some analysis, people will call you like a weirdo for like looking so deep into stuff. And we've like made this culture of like people just being okay, just being dumb.
I know, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, it's like,
I feel
like art is meant to be appreciated. Yeah, exactly. And sure, maybe sometimes like when you overanalyze something, you know, it's not actually what the author was going for. But I mean,
Mm.
But I mean, it's already out in the world. You know, it's too late to take it back. You know, so I don't necessarily think it's that bad of a thing to overanalyze stuff. I feel like there is an art to it. You know, it just means that you're actually paying attention. You're engaging with the story enough to care to give a shit. Because if you didn't give a shit, you wouldn't even care about any of the symbolism. You know, it's because you give a shit that you actually want to understand what the piece of art is trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of times that's like missing in society, where like people are just okay being like, oh, I'm gonna just
Dumb.
consume the media I consume. I'm gonna like just unquestionably just uh uh
Mm.
try to like like try to like do this shit, consume this stuff without actually thinking about like what any of it means or even
Yeah.
remotely. Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people are also like driven by mainstream stuff. If something is like popular, they just jump into it, even though it's pretty poopy.
Hmm.
Like I hate Cardi B. Like I hate her.
Yeah, a lot of times people just also give people passes, whether they be a minority or whatever, you know, or people give people way too much credit too soon, you know. Like
Everyone.
Cardi B made like one relevant song, and then people are like, is she better than Nicki Minaj when Nicki Minaj has been like in hip hop for like decades, or not decades, but like like many years, you know what I mean? Yeah.
What annoys me is that she drugged men and steal money, which is a crime. But everyone's just like, oh yes, Queen. Yeah, prove them wrong, Queen. The fuck, like, not too long ago, I think there was like this actor who drugged women and raped them, and he went to jail.
Yeah, it's a double standard for sure.
Yeah, and she's doing the same, not raping the guys, but stealing their money.
That's a whole like different topic too, but yeah, I get what you
And
mean.
here's
Yeah.
the thing: she's offering herself. Like, she's the one offering herself, and she's not denying the accusations.
Hmm.
She's like, "Oh, those bitches deserve it." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, because she knows it's true. I mean, that's what she did before. I mean, she was literally like a reality TV star before she was a hip hop star, and even then, she only made one album and kind of dipped. You know, now she's like busy fucking having a family and shit or whatever. You know.
Man, based on people that work with her, everyone agrees that she's a bitch.
Oh really?
And
Like
yeah,
spoiled and stuff. Yeah, and she
like
seems
spoiled.
spoiled. You know.
And what annoys me the most was her. You know what her excuse is?
What?
I was raised in the hood.
Oh yeah.
Just like freaking Justin. Justin, every excuse that he has is I was raised in the hood.
Yeah. It's like a lot of times people try to disassociate themselves from the hood because you know a lot of people are trying to get out of the hood. But some
Mm-hmm.
people like kind of like make certain bad things about them like their only personality trait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people are always like, "Oh my god, why did this guy why did my girlfriend cheat on me with a guy that's like this fat or whatever?" And it's like this
Mm,
like super muscular Hulk Hogan looking ass motherfucker. And
yeah.
it's like muscles aren't a personality, you know. I mean, aren't a
No,
personality
they're
trait.
not.
Yeah, they're not character traits, you know what I mean? And these people are so like so used to getting things their way, and just they think that just because they work a certain way through life that they just automatically deserve everything in life given to them. And stuff like that is such a dangerous way to go about life.
Mm,
Because you'll later on meet people that won't put up with your shit, you know. It's
yeah.
just because like, you know, bad parenting, bad environment probably always like surrounds themselves with yes men that like just let them do whatever and
Mm,
you know just uh never say no to them. They're never used to being said like told no and stuff like that. And it's like it's so sad to witness. Like we have people still to this day that still live so spoiled and like yeah. I mean, I used to have I used to
yeah,
have
yeah.
I actually used to hang out with this one girl. Her name was Catherine, and um
Mm,
she was like super spoiled. Like before she even had a job, she had like 4 different credit cards that her parents let her have, and
damn.
they would like pay for everything, and obviously like, and then like yeah, pay for everything, and then fucking do all these things, and then like never really ask much from her, and then she's able to just do whatever she wants and shit. And
Yeah.
yeah, and then it's like stuff like that happens a lot, you know, where
Mm.
yeah, where it's like it, unfortunately because the parents never said no to them, they they live their lives like treating their friends like that, where if their friends tell them no, they just like get into a bitchy mood, which is what she did. Like
Yeah.
whenever like we would like have any pushback on certain things, she would like go into this like super bitch mood where she would just stop talking to everyone around her to like get her way. You know, it's super childish, and she was like fucking like 21, 22 acting like this. And
Jesus.
it's like, geez, like I hope. I mean,
Bro,
obviously I haven't
she
talked
needs
to
a
her.
reality check.
Yeah, obviously I haven't like talked to her ever since I stopped talking to her, but
Mm.
I hope she's changed for the better. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
she might change because with that bitch, that bitchy attitude, people would just stop talking to her, and she probably might realize. She might realize by now,
hopefully.
but kind of like too late, maybe.
That's the thing. I hope she realizes, but wishful thinking, you know, like I don't know what she's thinking, and I would hope that she's gotten around to like knowing that her actions are bad if she has self awareness. And that's why when I met like Justin, it's just like a different version of that. You know, it's like it's still a
Mm.
spoiled child, but a spoiled child that is also a product of bad upbringing in terms of like
Mm.
environment, and then never really told proper like social etiquette. You know what I mean? Like you
Mm.
can't just treat your coworkers as if they're some random ass dude off the street, or like you can't just treat your coworkers with so much disrespect and then blame it on the fact that, oh, I'm from the hood or whatever, as if that's like a personality trait, or as if that's like a trait to have, you know.
It's not even a good excuse to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's not even a good excuse. Like even if you were from the hood and maybe you did do bad things, like I would like, wouldn't you want to grow from that? Wouldn't you want to like stop being part of that? You know what I mean? Like who wants to
Yeah.
like stay in the hood their entire life? I don't think anyone does.
But is the way he says it's like, oh, I recognize what I did is fucked up, but I have the golden ticket. I was raised in the hood.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more like, hey, like he uses that as a golden ticket, as an escape. It's an
Yeah,
excuse. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's an excuse. Yeah, it just
But
sucks. Yeah,
it's just pretty stupid because you can just see through the lie.
yeah, exactly. And it's like I mean, you can clearly tell he uses this like facade of like being this tough guy as like a way to like make himself seem bigger than he actually is, you know? Because
Yeah.
if you break it down, he's just some regular ass kid with regular ass problems, you know. But
Oh, I
he
can.
makes it
He
feel
has
like
no self control.
yeah, but he makes it feel like he's so like he has the world on his shoulders on some shit or whatever. You know what I mean? Like he acts like he's more important than he actually is. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
People are like that. People like that are just really annoying. I've met so many people like that. So it's like I'm not bothered by it really. It's just unfortunate that like
No, I.
I had to deal with that in the workplace. I don't mind dealing with that outside of work, but to deal with that at a workplace is so annoying.
Yeah. I bet if he just breaks down, he just gonna start crying. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I come to work, I try to like have a good mood no matter what. I feel like that's important because if you come to work
Mhm.
all pissed off and shit, and like, you know, you're just gonna you know, make everyone else around you have like bad energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, that's why I always try to come to work like in a somewhat positive mood. I would say I'm pretty positive at work,
Mm.
but yeah, I mean, some people are just okay with just coming to work like super fucking like bitchy and like as if they don't want to
Yeah.
be there. And it's like it's really depressing. It's like I get it. It's like sure the place doesn't make that the place doesn't like pay you that much, but doesn't mean you have to like take it out on the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and even if you have like had a bad day, and you don't want to have like this positive attitude, just don't be a bitch then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you don't want this positive attitude. Okay, but don't be a bitch neither.
Yeah, like I was just talking to Christy about it this morning. Like we had this customer like literally as like 20 minutes
Mhm.
into us opening, Brian just wanted to ask if she like had like a membership with us or an email with us, and then she was like getting into this whole like fit and stuff, and be like, no, just return my items or whatever. and like, and then she was like, okay, it's gonna go back to this card, you know, and then she was all like, as it should, yeah, or whatever. She was such a like bitch move for no reason, like freaking at randomly at like 11 a.m. during the day. I'm just like, why? Who fucking hurt you so early in the day? Like, what the hell? Like,
Bro, it's probably she was fighting for divorce for like 10 time with his husband,
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, exactly. It's like, sure, people will have bad days, and I get it, and sometimes they don't know how to like properly like express their feelings, but come on, like, why take it out on some random like cashier that's just trying to help you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's just pathetic.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, when stuff like that happens, I don't portray a positive attitude. I just want to get done over it. And that's
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah, like at this point, like I've worked so much like food service or retail that I'm like numb to it, you know? Like I've gotten to a point where I don't give a fuck anymore. Where like, okay, you treat me like that, okay, I'm gonna just like not care anymore. I'm gonna just like be more aggressive towards you. You know what I mean? Because people
Yeah,
like that
because
just
sometimes
don't deserve like kindness, don't deserve hospitality, you know? Yeah.
yeah, because sometimes they do that just looking for a reaction,
Yeah, it's like, and then I give them,
and you
and then you give
and
them like
yeah,
zero reaction. Yeah, like
and
I've
yeah, and
learned
you
that.
know
Yeah,
0 fucks, and they just get annoying more and more.
yeah, I
They
learned
be more
that.
bitchy.
Yeah, I learned that so quickly working at Starbucks that like to piss these customers off is to not be pissed off. Like as soon as you never give them a reaction. Well, I guess I also learned from my mom too, because she whooped my ass so much growing up, and I realized like
Same.
if I don't give a reaction to her, then she'll just start to calm down, and then she'll realize she's like the dumbass that's like getting mad at me for no reason. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, like,
Yeah, because
yeah,
sometimes you just fight back. You're giving them what they want.
it's like you're feeding the troll, you know? It's like when you like actively engage with the troll online,
Yeah.
and the troll just wants to troll, and him seeing your reaction makes his day, you know? But if you give him
Yeah,
no
once.
reaction and you just like block that troll, or you just don't talk, or better yet, you just don't even acknowledge him, because if you block
Mm,
him, then he'll be like, "Oh wow, I got that person to block me. I'm so cool," or whatever, you know?
yeah.
If anything, that's even worse than fighting back, because then not only did you spend time looking at that comment, you also spent time like you spent time like blocking him, you know. So most of the time,
Yeah.
like with those trolls, the best thing you can do is just not even engage in anything. Don't even block. Don't even look at them. Just pretend they don't exist. Just like erase them from your existence. Yeah. And like
Mm.
as scary as it sounds, I can do that so easily. Like with a lot of my
No,
high
yeah,
school
same.
friends, like once I found out how they truly are, I just erase them from my mind. Like literally erase like a fucking like computer fucking command. I erase them from my mind. Yeah.
Damn.
Like it's
That's
pretty.
what is it?
Uh huh.
What is it called? That's self. What is it? Oh, I forgot the word.
Like disassociation.
Like the discipline to do that.
Oh yeah, discipline. Yeah. I mean, I've been like burned by so many people, and I've been taken advantage of by so many people that have gotten to this point where I'm totally okay just completely just shitting on these people by just like not giving a fuck about them anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but it's important to have, because if you like, you know, try to like,
And for the best.
yeah, if you try to like, you know, like try to satisfy these people, you're just gonna tire yourself out, and like, and life's too short to like, you know, think to
Mm.
like to get like mad over small things, you know. So because I used to get
Yeah.
mad over small things a lot, and it would like, you know, be bad for my mental health. And I was like, yeah, why?
Mm.
I was like, why should I care about these people when they don't care about me, you know? So it's really easy
Yeah.
for me to like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's my mentality. Why should I care of these people that don't care about me?
yeah, exactly. Because a lot of times it's like you don't realize, like, whether it be going out with someone or whatever bullshit, like, um, if you have to go out of your way to talk to this person, or go out of your way to like even have a conversation with this person, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like if this person actually wants to talk to you, whether it be a friend or a girlfriend or boyfriend you're trying to go out with, like, you shouldn't have to go like fucking to the other side of the world just to talk to this person. You know what I mean? It should come naturally. Yeah,
Yeah.
it took me a while to like realize that, but once I realized that, it helped a lot with like being able to just not care as much. Like obviously I still get into moments where I find myself like caring a little too much, but I've
Hmm.
definitely gotten better over the years for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
What's I about to say? I'm pretty simple-minded guy. If you respect me, I respect you back. If you're a dick, I just completely ignore you.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, to be honest.
Mhm. That's respectable for sure. That's hard to have nowadays.
Hmm.
Because sometimes people feel like, oh, just because you're like, simple-minded means you're like dumb or something. That they feel like,
Yeah,
oh, just because you're just not simple-minded or whatever, um, that you're automatically like not smart or whatever. That you're gonna be
not
taken
smart or
advantage of.
dumb.
But if anything, if you're a simple-minded person, it just means that you know how to easily tell when someone's like taking advantage of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also, it also means that you already knew who. You already know. It means that you also know who you are.
Uh huh.
Yeah, not simple mind. Not simple mind. It doesn't like necessarily mean you're dumb, but
Yeah.
you're like mature in a way.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like if you get weighed down by everything and you think too much about everything, then you're gonna eventually get taken advantage of by someone.
Hmm.
Jinana,
Because then
we didn't come here to
you're
fight
gonna be too busy
Tensei.
second guessing every little decision you make that you won't be able to make a single decision. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
You
why I
literally.
told, huh?
No, no. I was gonna say you literally just read my mind. Like,
Yeah.
just because you're simple-minded, people think you're dumb, or just because you overthink a thing, like video games, like what I'm doing right now, trying to make connections, you're just like, like dumb as well. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Huh?
No, that what you say that me being single-minded is what is it like? What is it? I forgot the word. I swear English.
Hmm.
Well, anyways, just forget it. I just agree with everything you said.
I get what you're trying to say, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's why I told like last time when we went to Gringos with
Dennis?
yeah, Dennis and them. That's why I told like um everyone
Mhm.
there that not everyone, because like people like Sharuk and Dennis understand.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, but yeah, I told like people like Danny and stuff like that that like, hey, you gotta be careful. That a lot of times people would like lie to you as they're smiling at you. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
because
yeah.
I asked them how they felt about like Virginia and Travis and stuff like that, and they're like, yeah, oh my god, I love him or whatever, and it's like stuff like that, and I'm just like, yeah, be
Oh,
careful. And I'm like, yeah, be careful of people like Travis, dude. Like people like Travis will like talk to you in a certain way where, sure, he's smiling and like nice to you or whatever, but he'll phrase his sentences in a way where he thinks you're dumb. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm.
So just be careful of that. It's like it's super depressing to think about because then people might feel like, oh, they can't trust anyone, but it's not even that. It's not that you can't trust anyone. It's more like just be careful of how people construct their sentences. You know what I mean? Like there's a
Yeah.
million ways to say something a certain way, but they chose that way. Why did they choose that way to say it? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that is important to know. Yeah. Like there's a
Yeah, of course you.
yeah.
Yeah, you need to have some self-awareness.
Yeah, like there's a million ways to say a certain thing, like a certain sentence, but that person chose to say it this way. Why? You know what I mean? And sometimes figuring out why is how you figure out how this person works as a person. Yeah.
Like you have to be honest. Think of people just like you. They're complex.
Yeah, exactly. Not everyone's just some like simple machine. You know what I mean? Like people have a specific
Yeah.
way they go about taking advantage of people, whether it be like Machiavellian or whether it be very like behind the scenes sinister. Like they all have their different ways of like slowly taking advantage of you. You know what I mean? They'll help you do this one thing, but then they'll ask for a favor another time. You know what I mean? It's like it's weird. You have to just be careful. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been surrounded with that people before, so that's why I'm like self-aware.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Like it helps. Like obviously, if you've never been taken advantage of, it's hard to like think that way. But if you have been taken advantage of, it's like, you know, it's kind of like common sense to like be careful of people around you. You know. Yeah.
Mm.
Because a lot of times, you know, you don't know who your true friends are until they've been with you when you're down. You know what I mean? A lot of friends,
Yeah.
you know, they'll only hang out around you when it's beneficial for them or whenever you're like happy or whatever. But as soon as you need their help, you know, they're just magically not there anymore. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah. And unfortunately,
Yeah,
that happens a
if you're
lot.
down, they'll be like RP Bows.
Yeah, but oh, I'm gonna talk to you later. Let me know when you're like happy though.
Yeah. They'll
Yeah.
be like that. It's just,
Yeah.
I'll be like, what the? Like when I need you the most.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You're not there, you know. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that just like you. I raised some people that I used to have as friends in high school.
What do you say?
Like I erased some people from.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's kind of like depressing to go through,
Mm.
but I would say it's necessary for survival. Like if you
Oh,
want to have like,
just
you know, if you want to have
Mhm.
like good mental health and make sure you don't get tied down by people, then that's a better way of going about life, I feel like. Because why should you care about these people if they never cared about you to begin with? Why should you like have a good memory about them if
Oh,
they're
to be honest, when that happens, I don't get sad because I'm like, if they never care about me in the first place, why should I feel sad?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I'm like, it is what it is, and just
Yeah,
hope.
I mean, you'll eventually find
Mm.
just find better people anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna find your fucking best friend, or I mean, it's rare to just find someone that meshes with you really well as your first friend. You know what I mean? You have to go through shitty friends to find out what you want in a friend. Because how can you know what a good friend is if you've never had bad friends before? You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
how can you know a movie is good or a game is good if you've never played a bad game before? Like people like if good
Yeah.
and bad have to exist together, or else how would you know the difference between the two? Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Sometimes it's like I think about a lot,
Huh?
and it helps me,
Yeah.
you know, filter out my friends and yeah. And I don't think
Mm.
it's like necessarily rude to just cut off people. I think it's more rude if I stay with these people that I feel like are bad for me and I willingly get fucked over. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because you're doing no good for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. If I like, you know, some people might say, "Oh, give them a second chance." Like, why should these people deserve a second chance if I didn't get a second chance from them? You know what I mean?
Mm. And it sounds cold, but no,
It
it's
sounds cold. It sounds cold, but at the same time, it's like more fucked up if you get more emotionally invested with these people and then later on they severely mess up your mental health. You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah.
Like you might as well get out while you can instead of like investing too much time and then you like truly fuck yourself over. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's what kind of happened. Like when I hung out with that friend Catherine, like um she would like constantly message us and because we were back then we were playing Final Fantasy 14, which is like a MMO.
Oh yeah, I know Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, and then you know like
Mm.
and then you know be like uh and then be like are you guys getting on? And when we say no, like she'll like guilt trip us into asking why and stuff like that, and be like, why aren't you getting on? And I always like make a big deal out of like making playing with her like kind of like a chore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
I
sure if
mean,
you
you don't
like
have to
met friends
explain
like that,
yourself.
but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if you're not playing, you don't have to explain
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. I shouldn't have to. You're not like my fucking mom. We don't pay for my bills. Why should I have to like explain to you why I'm not getting on? And then
Mm.
um a mutual friend of ours, which is also like my ex.
Okay.
At the time, like she was like a long time like childhood friend of hers.
Hmm.
So at first, like she felt bad that she might eventually have to cut her off. But I was like, bro, think about it. Like if you're a childhood friend of hers, like why is she treating you as if you're just some random ass person? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, because obviously I can look at it from an unbiased standpoint because they might have been childhood friends, but I just met these people like a couple of months ago, so I can look at the situation with like fresher eyes
Hmm.
and let the person know, hey, like she doesn't see you as a friend. She sees you as like a tool. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And to have someone treat you less than like a human being is really fucked up, especially at such a young age. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Because I met people like her, and people like her are very manipulative, and they would treat you in a way just to get what they want from you, and then ditch you whenever they don't want you. So people like that are like extremely toxic. So, and then once she realized that, she finally sat down with her friend and was like, hey, like I really don't appreciate you like making playing with you feel like a chore. And then basically Catherine like didn't take any blame, and then she was trying to blame the mutual friend by saying like, oh, I just want to play with you or whatever, now you're making me feel like the villain or whatever, basically victimizing herself and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah, playing the victim card and ultimately being super toxic. And she was like, oh, and then like I remember she ended like Catherine ended the conversation with like the freaking shrug emoji. Yeah, she's like, whatever.
Wow.
Exactly. Imagine like a friend you've been friends with for like decades, and then you're like, oh, shrug. I don't care if you just don't want to hang out with me anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that already like gives you the giveaway. She gives zero fucks about you.
Yeah, exactly. And sad to say, but sure, she might be a
Mm.
childhood friend, but what childhood friend would just treat you so poorly? You know what I mean? If she actually cared about you.
Yeah. But like, is that really a childhood friend?
Yeah.
More like a acquaintance.
Yeah. At that point, yeah. If she's able to just like not care about you that quickly, you know what I mean?
Even though y'all been like together for decades.
Yeah, exactly.
RP Bows.
It's like a hard truth, but I mean, eventually, like everyone in their lives have to like go through this at in some sort of way, whether it be like a toxic way or a healthy way. But someone's got to go through this at some point. Like you're gonna meet someone in life,
Mm.
no matter if you like it or not, that's gonna try to like take advantage of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sad stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's for your betterment, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
That's a word, right? Betterment.
Yeah. For to better yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I was like, oh.
I get what you meant. Yeah.
So it is a word.
Betterment? I don't think betterment's a word, but bettering is a word. Yeah.
Oops.
Uh-huh.
Alright. I kind of like creating new words. But yeah, our people are that kind of people.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not like, how can I say it? It's not like they're not gonna pay later. Just by keep being assholes, people just stay away from them.
Yeah, exactly.
As life keeps going on,
Mhm.
moving on, yeah.
Yeah.
While the other ones who got ditched, they're probably like having self-improvement and everything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of like you lost something, that you lose something, but you also got something back.
What?
When that kind of stuff happens, like you had a friend, he teaches you, and she uses you and everything like that, and she gives like 0 fucks about you. That pretty much means that she's a bitch, and yeah, you might feel sad because he ditched you, but at the same time you're getting something back, like a different perspective of life.
Yeah, I mean, it's still valuable to go through those experiences for sure. It's like a valuable lesson that, you know, you can't really have your parents just teach you. You know, how can your parents just teach you that, hey, you know, parents just casually just tell you that people are going to take advantage of you in life, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really teach that to people. You kind of have to go through it, you know what I mean? And that's what I mean, like, I don't know, like, I've been bullied in my life, and I don't appreciate bullying, but sometimes I feel like bullying is necessary to grow.
It is.
Yeah, like, if you're not, if you were never bullied, like, you just go through life just being the bully. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be the bully if you've never been bullied. Like, stuff like that, like, and because you've been bullied before, you know how to treat people better. You know what I mean? Whereas if you've never been bullied, you've never known how it felt to be, like, ridiculed or judged or looked at a certain way, whether it be through your race or whatever, or your looks or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, being bullied is important, but I would say as long as it's still, like, it's all just verbal, I think it's fine. If bullying just stays to just being, like, verbal, I think it's fine, honestly. Like, a lot of social justice warriors will be like, oh no, don't you know, don't say the F word, or don't say the mean people, you know.
That's just so childish.
But I mean, we don't live in the fucking perfect world, or else, you know, stuff like this wouldn't exist.
Just hearing those, like, stop bullying is just so childish. Like, there's no way bullying.
It's such a like forehead, like, explanation. Like, just don't treat people bad, forehead. You know, as if people are just gonna magically one day just wake up one day and be like, yeah, I'm gonna not, like, bully people.
And I'm not saying, like, bullying is bad. Of course it is. Like, people have been driven to suicide because of that. But
yeah.
But if someone's being bullying and you're, like, super pissed off about it, don't expect it to, like, change, because bullying is gonna exist through always.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Always.
Some sort of bully, whether it be like a physical bully that just beats the shit out of people, or, you know,
Yeah, and the same goes for racism. Racism is not just suddenly going to poof disappear into the air.
Yeah, people think that Biden going in office will just magically end racism, and people think that fucking if they fucking if when Trump gets into office that that they forgot that the country was always racist and stuff like that, you know? Yeah, like, it's so cringe.
That's
you know?
why people meme about all right, Mr. Obama, we stop racism.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just stupid.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Like, racism was always a thing. It just made racism seem cool to do. Like, all the closet racists was like, oh, our own president is racist? Alright, cool, I can come out and be the real racist that I always was. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of, like, pathetic.
Yeah, people are like, oh my god, I didn't know our country was racist when our country is literally, like, founded by fucking, like, fucking immigrants, or founded by fucking slave owners. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
Yeah. I swear people are dumb.
Yeah.
But I mean, not everyone's a freaking genius.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunate. That just means, like, our education system is so ass, which it is.
Yeah, because just seeing, like, your average American being this dumb.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. Like, sometimes I feel like if certain people died in the world right now, the average IQ of the world will probably go up.
Yeah.
It's just so sad that, like, we brag about how America means freedom or whatever, but we're so bad at everything else, and we don't even have that much freedom.
It's more like the antithesis of freedom.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like yeah, we're number one. We're number one in fucking crime. That's what we're number one in. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, I don't know if you see this, but when Trump was to be he was in office, there were like like documentals about the border. Man, she was treating the immigrants like freaking animals. They had them like in dog cages. Like, come on, we're human beings. All right, you might see me like a freaking. All right, you might not see me like an American, but I'm not an animal.
Yeah, and also we're all human beings too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
and
just-
even
yeah.
and people are like, oh yeah, Trump is fucked up. That's when we go for the Democrats and everything like that. But Democrats are no different. They're like, oh, look at this poor monkey, us Hispanic people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like.
They think like
there's no-
minorities are like zoo animals. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it's equally racist.
Yeah, because they try to like profit off of like minorities' misfortune. Because if minorities had happy lives, they wouldn't have a argument. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Yeah.
that's really Machiavellian.
Yeah, it's very Machiavellian for sure. It's like because they kind of like sure at the same time they preach that they don't want minorities to go through this, but at the same time without minorities they don't have a platform anymore.
Yeah, they're pretty much just using minorities.
Yeah, basically. And that's just sad to say, but it's very true that like the Democrats rely on minorities having shitty lives so they can have an argument.
And people here complain like, oh, our only two options are pretty poopy dookie, but there's always a third option. There's always a fourth option.
Yeah.
Don't just go for Republicans or Democrats.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things where it's like that's just what happens when certain things are so ingrained in culture.
I mean, that's what I got, and like I've been processed so far being here in America for like 5 years.
You're not wrong for sure.
Yeah, Mexico's different. Like, you have like different like political parties, more than two, but they're all the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially when they're working with each other, you know what I mean? I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
with each other.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like in third world countries or like less developed countries, they work each other. People don't know, but I'm pretty sure they work together more than like. I mean, Democrats and Republicans always work together all the time. It's just more obvious in less developed countries.
Yeah.
We just feel like, oh, it's us versus them, but yeah, it's just weird. I mean, monkeys just get fooled by everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm surprised it's mostly adults. What the fuck?
Yeah, because those
the people that you expect the most to be like experienced.
It's just like when people get older, they get more grown into their way of thinking. Even if that way of thinking is very incorrect and incredibly outdated, but they'll still refuse to think a certain way because they feel like their way of thinking is superior to everyone else's thinking. And because they went through life without people ever like challenging them ever, they think their way of thinking is correct, so they'll just automatically dismiss everyone else's way of thinking. And it's just very like it doesn't leave room for any sort of like meaningful conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, makes sense.
Yeah. Because they've been brainwashed by people and they like can't think for themselves. Stuff like that happens where they just.
Oh god, people that have like no self. What is it? I don't know. What was the word? Jesus Christ, it's word English.
They basically just can't think for themselves, right?
Yeah. I hate that.
Yeah. They basically just can't think for themselves, and then they have someone else think for them. It's super depressing. It's like grown-ass adults that can't think for themselves.
Yeah, no free will.
Yeah, no free will. Yeah, while they brag about how free they are when they can't even think for themselves. Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have their own ideals or opinions. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Are you working Friday?
No, I'm off Thursday, Friday.
Poor me. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that bad actually. The overnight shift.
Nah, it should be pretty
If we
fun.
got it, yeah, if we got it done that fast, the SNR one.
It's already done. They completely finished it today.
Yeah, we got it done.
Yeah.
And then I think the floor is not easier. And I think there's more stuff to do in the floor, but we have more people, and also, Chrissy told us if we finish earlier, we can just leave.
Aha. Nice.
And everyone they got pumped up. They're like, all right, we'll get it done.
I'm sure y'all can. It's just the only shitty thing about this year is that there's such a big, like, there's so many fucking clearance rounders. That's the only cancer thing.
Oh yeah.
Last
When
year
did
we
have,
definitely
like,
didn't have that much. Like, we have like 9.
oh, fuck.
Last year we might have maybe had like 6, maybe 6, maybe 5 or 6. This year we have a shit ton. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it kind of helped a lot. I mean, got rid of all of our shit, but it made it so that SNR is super easy to do. But then it just makes like the floor super cancer to do. Yeah. But hopefully they'll like play music or whatever. But last year they didn't.
Oh, we couldn't play our music back on SNR.
Yeah, that's RP Bozo then.
RB goes. And probably they're gonna play music tomorrow. Is gonna be like the Nike playlist.
Yeah, most likely. He probably will.
I've grown tired of it.
Same. Everyone has.
I'm just gonna bring my headphones and just scan some stuff.
Yeah.
While listening to her stuff.
Hopefully they'll let you.
Yeah.
Cause it'll be super.
Yeah,
repressing.
we got Chick-fil-A this morning.
Oh yeah, who
So
bought
that
it?
was nice. I think it was Christy.
Oh, dang, Christy's kind of like balling.
No, I swear, like Christy, she's just like a really good leader.
What did she get you guys? Like, did she get you guys like some like chicken minis or whatever?
The chicken minis, and I think she got fries for everyone.
She's kind of balling.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, like. That's
And
the
also,
difference.
she brought like candy in the trolleys for everyone too.
She brought what?
The gummies, the trolley.
Oh, that's what it was. I saw that. I was like, what's the trolleys doing here? I had a feeling it was for y'all, but I wasn't sure. I didn't ask, but yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Like people like Tracy would just do it out of her own like kindness, and then like people like Stacy would do it only if she's paid to do so. You know what I mean? That's the difference between her and Christy.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There
Yeah.
was like this one time, I think we woke up at 5. No, we had to be there at 5. And I think Chrissy called Stacy and she told her to get us some Chick-fil-A too.
Wait, what happened? Wait, what was the situation?
We woke up at 5.
Oh,
We woke up
okay.
at 5 to 2 morning shift. Because we got like a huge FedEx delivery. And Stacy, Stacy just being Stacy, she was in the office. And
Yeah.
then what is it? Christy called her and she was asking about us, like, how are we doing? And she's like, oh, they're fine. And then I think because this is what Kevin told me. Kevin.
Okay.
Because Kevin was there too. Christy told Stacy like, do you buy something for them? Like, do you bring donuts? Kevin brought donuts this morning, but Stacy didn't bring anything.
Of course she didn't.
Yeah.
Stacy almost never like buys stuff unless she's told to do so.
Yeah, and then Stacy said no, she didn't bring anything. But
Like,
she said like Kevin bring the donuts, and she was like, oh wait, and she ordered Stacy to buy Chick-fil-A that she'll pay later.
It's like, I'm gonna need you to run me my check. Yeah.
Yeah, like Christy told Stacy to buy Chick-fil-A for us, and that she was going to pay it later.
Yeah, that's what I
So
mean.
At
Yeah.
the end, she ended up paying for the food, her and not Stacy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, that's the difference. Like Stacy would do that if the company paid her to do so, but Stacy would just pay, I mean, Christy would just pay. You know, it's like Who the fuck cares? Like, bro, Stacy drives a whole ass fucking Mercedes. I'm pretty sure she drives it. I think she drives either a Benz or a Audi or something. Like, bro, you're driving these expensive ass cars. Who the fuck cares if you're spending like $30-40 for breakfast for everyone? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it'll go a long way to show people how much you care about them. You know, she says stuff like, "Good morning, beautiful people of Nike, Katie Mills, or whatever," but you know,
always do the right thing.
but won't ever like do anything out of goodness of her heart. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It feels forced whenever she does it.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like her and like Virginia are cut from like the same cloth. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Never feels truly genuine. Yeah.
Kinda
I've met people like Stacy before, so I'm used to it. It's just, yeah, it's just like sucks that has to be a manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can tell when someone's being honest.
Yeah, more genuine. You mean? Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's why I gravitate towards like Christy a lot more. It's like, you know, she still, you know, expects you to do your job, obviously, just like any other manager. But she's not gonna like micromanage you because she respects that you're an adult. You know, she respects that, you know, you're not a fucking dumbass monkey and you can actually figure stuff out yourself. You know, you don't have to be told to do stuff, because if she tells you to do stuff, then she feels like she's like nagging you, and then they'll create this kind of like bad impression of her, and then you think that she's like your fucking mom or something when she's just trying to look out for you. Whereas like people,
bad and awkward impression.
Whereas people like Stacy and Virginia or whatever are totally okay just treating you like an absolute like dumbass just because they're a manager. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Even Benda told Stacy once, because Stacy, I think Benda was just talking about like he likes Whataburger, and she was like, "Oh, but that's so bad for your health." And
yeah.
We were asking her about what's your favorite food, and he was like, "Oh, I like Whataburger."
Yeah, it's that's what I mean. It's like it's so much hypocrisy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Benda was like, stop talking to me if you're my mom.
Wait, is that what Benda said?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And everyone's, but he said like, you know, he was not being mean. He said in a good tone.
Oh yeah. I feel you, for sure. I highly doubt he meant it that way anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, he was more like a secret or like indirect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because I stayed with Benda before. Yeah, he thinks that Stacey and Virginia, and at some degree Travis thinks that we're like monkeys.
Oh yeah. For sure. Not a surprise. You meet these people for the first time, they're really easy to sniff out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you feel about Karen though?
Karen kind of like wears her emotions on her sleeve. Yeah.
I mean,
like she's pretty.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I don't blame her, but she's not as like overbearing as like Stacy. But it depends. I guess it depends on if she likes you or not. It's really hard to tell, because like Alan has told me like a lot of bad experiences she's had with her, but I've never had any bad experiences with her. But I think it just comes from like she's very like it just seems like she'll judge you based off, just like Virginia and Stacy, she'll judge you off of like results, you know, instead of like, yeah, she judge you off of results instead of instead of your personality. You know what I mean? Because I think Alan was the one who told us that like one time he just like talked to me for like a couple of seconds or whatever, and then like and then Karen went up to him and was like, "How well do you think your like service has been these past like 5 minutes?" And like Alan knew like he was just fucking around, but like the way he came at her was so like aggressive for no reason. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. It's like I don't doubt that I don't doubt that he didn't appreciate that, because I wouldn't appreciate that either. Because if I'm just minding my business and then randomly someone just come up to me and be like, and basically just ask me how busy have you been being lazy, you know what I mean? Like basically that's basically what he asked him, like how busy.
Yeah, she even came out on me once. It's like, do you think you can improve your membership like count?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, but I'm always missing out.
Yeah, exactly. People don't
You're like,
realize how
oh.
stupid their questions are until they say it out loud. Even when they say it out loud, they think that anything they say out their mouths is automatically correct just because they're like a manager or whatever.
Mm. But if there's something that I recognize about Karen is that she recognizes it when she messes it up. Like when she does something wrong, she recognizes it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. She has enough self-awareness to know,
Yeah. Plus,
realize.
she tries to make the job fun too. Like I don't know if the challenge that we have back there on this and now with the Mario Kart character.
What'd you say?
She's like trying also to make the job fun in a way.
Oh, has she? Oh, I
Like
haven't
making
noticed.
challenges and or like you know that we have like the Mario Kart board back there on this and on.
The
Like the
Mario
Mario
Kart?
Kart character. Yeah, it's like Mario Kart characters and then there's like our names.
Oh,
You don't see.
no, I
Wait,
haven't
you
seen
haven't seen it
it.
before?
No, no, where is it? Is it where the old clipboard used to be?
Yeah, yeah,
Where like keep track of like the top UPH people or whatever?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, they replaced it? Oh, I guess I
UPH
didn't,
or
I didn't
just
notice.
tasking in general, like doing moves or taking out the trash, doing trash runs,
Oh, okay, cool.
anything just related to SNR.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I do appreciate them like keeping track of like the memberships and stuff. Yeah.
yo, and she has that. So it's like a challenge, and if you get first place, like each week, like it's like a week challenge,
Uh-huh.
and who ends up with the most points can listen to music while being back on SNR.
For like one shift or whatever, or what?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because I remember, yeah, when I first started working there, that they would tell us about like about Appa and stuff, but it's like we were like, who the fuck cares? And sure, they told us about how like it dictates, how many hours you get, but we're like, still, who cares,
Yeah.
So I'm glad they at least incentivize people to work because it's like, if you don't at least make it somewhat like engaging, who the fuck cares? Like sure, a job's a job, and maybe people should just automatically follow rules, but like people can make their own decisions even if they're not paid to do so. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I am glad they actually sat me down the other day. Well, Stacy sat me down with her, and she
Oh,
asked
about
me.
the full time.
No, she. We did like a chat it up, which basically means like you get to sit down with the manager and you get to basically provide feedback for them. Yeah. So she was asking me like, how I felt about everything and any
Mm.
feedback about any feedback about what stuff we improved or stuff we need to work on. And I told them, yeah, I told her like straight up, like, yeah, I feel like everyone's a lot closer nowadays, but I told her like, um, a lot of the previous seasonals weren't a good fit,
Yeah.
and that I will hope that in the future we like do a better job of like looking through our candidates, you know what I mean? And I also told her about like my plans, and I also told her during that chatted up that I wanted to um potentially
Mm.
apply at that other store.
I agree with that,
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And I just told her straight up like, hey, yeah, we're doing these things fine, but like a lot of those seasonals were ass, you know what I mean?
Yep,
And
yep.
and and I also told her, hey, like it doesn't hurt to shout people out, you know what I mean? Like sometimes like if you shout people out a little too often, it might get annoying, I told her that too. I was like, you don't have to shout everyone out for every little thing. But sometimes I told her like there's a lot of people that, silently do their jobs really well, but they just so happen to be, quiet, so they don't get a lot of attention. Whereas like the loud people, they do one little thing and they get so much recognition, you know what I mean? And I told her like just be more observant of how well people do their job, because sometimes like people don't want to show off their results. Sometimes people just are okay just like letting themselves know how well they did that day, and it's totally okay to pay attention to that and let that person know, even if it's in private, how like well they're doing. You know what I mean? That stuff goes a long way to like make people feel appreciated. You know what I mean? And I told her
Yeah.
that. So hopefully they actually like take my advice. Because they value my advice to sit down with me. I don't think anyone else did like a little sit down with them from what I gathered.
I didn't have any kind of sit down.
Yeah, exactly.
If there's one thing I would like to have is they need to respect SNR people.
Yeah,
We're kind of
exactly.
like the black sheep of the place.
Yeah, they kind of like treat y'all just like shit. You know.
And I think it's because how Summer and Dennis are, because they know how the rules work.
And they know how to like bend it whenever they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. In
And
a
so
way.
they feel like, all right, like these kids are challenging us.
Yeah. I guess, but that's still not an excuse to like treat them like shit, because they're like the backbone. Like SNR is like the backbone of the store. Without a good SNR team, you can't possibly have a good store. You know what I mean? Yeah, like sure, maybe like the new stores don't have a SNR. Like obviously the one at City Center won't have a SNR, not really.
Mm-hmm.
But any store that has an SNR should treat the SNR team with the utmost respect, because they're kind of like the glue of the store. You know what I mean? Without a properly good one, you know, products and stuff like that can't go out as efficiently.
To me, I view every employee as same. Like they're no different.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you might be on the floor and I might be on SNR, but we're still employees.
Yeah, exactly.
Not because I'm on SNR, you're gonna treat me like crap.
Yeah. It's just unfortunately not everyone has that same mindset. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
People think that
Even
just
Kevin.
Yeah. Huh? Even Kevin,
there's
what?
one thing that I like about Kevin. Like he's super honest.
Mhm.
He's always like, yeah, everyone sees you on like the black sheep
Yeah. Oh, he told you that?
of the store. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not wrong. I felt like that
Nice,
when I worked back there a lot, where like I felt like we were like the unseen heroes of the store. You know?
Yeah, it's because I think Stacy and probably not Christy. I'm surprised Christy takes Dennis' feedback with care and
What'd you
how
say?
to explain it. I'm gonna say like Christy knows that Dennis knows the rules and he can bend the rules.
Cause she knows that, you know,
But
cause
she
she
doesn't
knows.
feel.
Huh?
But she doesn't like feel like threatened by Dennis.
No, because she knows that like at the end of the day, like Dennis is Dennis. You know what I mean? Like she knows Dennis well enough to know that he's not serious. You know, like he's not gonna actually be a fucker at work. You know, he's just
and
kidding.
not just that. I feel like
Yeah.
even if Dennis is like threatening the manager team, like, hey, I don't want to do this because it says right here in the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Christy is comprehensible. She understands.
Yeah, exactly.
While Stacey and Travis, they get mad.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally, like Stacy, I mean Christy. No, Dennis has like gone up to Christy and been like, "Hey, I'm gonna need a raise," and then Christy was like, "Hey, me too." No cap. like Christy knows, Christy knows how to like, you know, take a joke. You know, she knows when you're joking because she knows all of us so well. Whereas like you go up to Stacy, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna need a raise," and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna you can talk to corporate about that. I'm gonna need to talk to corporate."
Like, coke out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. That's just like the mark of
Mhm.
a good leader. You know, they just know how to have fun when they have to, and they know how to get serious when they have to. Obviously, sometimes at work you do have to get serious, and that's what happens at work. But sometimes it's okay. It's totally okay to just chill. Like you don't have to take life so seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, Christy told me that. Christy told me that she always says that Dennis is a hard worker.
What'd you say?
Christy says that Dennis is a hard worker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he is. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
It's just his personality like makes it like hard to tell he is a hard worker. You know what I mean? But it's just his way of like having fun at work. You know, if you don't let him have fun when at work, he's just gonna hate his job. You know what I mean? Yeah, he might like he might say he hates his job, but I mean, if he I mean he doesn't actually hate his job. You know what I mean? Because if he actually hates his job, why is he still there? I don't think Dennis is like dumb enough to not like get out of a bad situation if he has to. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Christy knows that, but she's not gonna like take advantage of him because of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas like other managers, like they'll probably treat Dennis like he's like a dumbass because of how he speaks, but they just don't understand his like humor. Yeah.
Feels like they treat him like.
Or maybe they do understand his humor, but they just like feel like, oh, we're at a professional environment. We gotta be professional here. No joking allowed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Pretty kooky dooky.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's one of the things I appreciate about Christy.
Yeah.
She just feels so natural.
Yeah, exactly. It just feels like you can actually talk to her, you know? Like you can actually like approach her, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and she sees his job as something serious, but how can I say it?
But at the end of the day, it's like, it's just a retail job, and Christy knows this, you know what I mean? Like, she knows she knows the area that she works. She's not gonna flaunt how good she is, you know what I mean? It's like sure, she's a store manager, and sure, she has a lot of responsibility, and she knows that, but she's not gonna like treat you any worse than she treats her own like family members at home or something, you know what I mean? Like, she's not gonna treat you like you can't make a good decision, you know what I mean? She's not gonna treat you like a dumbass. And that's why I respect about her a lot. I felt like at my older jobs, like I had so many managers that will like just treat you worse just because of the position. They feel like, oh, I'm better than you because I have this position and you don't, even though literally anyone can get their position. They just like kiss ass more than the average person, and they think that automatically when they do that, they're better than you. And people like that I just can't stand, because you can't get around in life like that if you just treat people like with disrespect just because they have a different title than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chrissy knows when to act serious and when not to act serious.
Yeah, whereas other people, it's like, sure, Travis can do that and like Virginia can do that, but it always feels like super forced, or it always feels like disingenuous.
Yeah, they're so into their role as leads.
Yeah.
Chrissy, sometimes I don't see her. I see her even like a normal employee sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't have that with our previous coach. Like the coach that was there before, his name was Gary. He works at the Cypress store. I guess everyone was glad that he left, because God, when I worked there, I barely saw him there, even though I worked there for like 3 or 4 months before he actually left. Because he worked there for like 3 or 4 months, because he worked there until after like shortly after like Black Friday, to replace the store managers at the Cypress location, because they got fired. Like the ones in Cypress, they got fired. And that's the reason why Alyssa went over there, and you know Alyssa, right?
Alyssa, you mean? Oh yeah, the
with
lead,
the fat ass.
Alyssa.
Yeah, with the fat ass. Yeah. Yeah, that's why she went over there, and then that's why Jay went over there. Because they got fired. Because I forgot.
They got fired from the academy?
Yeah, like the previous like Cypress coaches got fired. I forgot what they did. I think they got caught like either stealing or like going out with like one of the athletes or something. I forgot. It was something. I think you can ask like Maddie. I'm pretty sure Maddie knows.
Oh, you cannot hang out, right, with them?
Yeah, you can't hang out with them, let alone go out with them. But yeah, I think you can ask Maddie, but I'm pretty sure she knows more about it. She told me once. She just told me so long ago, I forgot, honestly. and I was like, I don't care about these people enough to care. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
like and then yeah, Gary was like super like lazy. You almost never see him out of his room. Like he was like best friends with like Travis, and he was like, and yeah, and then he would like always stay in his coach room, and you always never see him fucking on the floor. You never see him really interact with anyone when you're working during your shift. I didn't even know he fucking existed until like a week into me working there. He's the fucking store manager. I didn't even know he existed. That just goes to show like how different he was from Christy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas Christy is like actively on the floor, and sure there are some times where she's just straight up not on the floor, but
you can tell.
Yeah.
But based on her actions on the floor, you can tell that she's doing something important in the
Yeah,
office.
and also like, and you can tell like when she is in the office, she's not just like bullshitting, like fucking jerking off in the room. Like she's actually like making a schedule. She's talking to Courtney or whatever. She's doing these things that actually matters. Whereas like Gary was just actually in his room, probably like jerking off or something. You know what I mean? Which I'm pretty sure Kevin told me was actually true. Like he was like caught jerking off or like or some shit like that. I forgot. But I think Kevin told me something like that. But yeah, it goes a long way. Like I'm not asking like people like Christy to stay on the floor at 24/7 because that's not realistic. Because if they're supposed to manage a store, I can't expect them to be on the floor the whole time. But it goes a long way when they do care enough to do so. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like from all places I have worked before, Chris is definitely like the best.
Yeah, same.
Like, like leader or coach or manager.
Yeah. I wanted to tell her that, but I haven't found a good opportunity to really tell her. But yeah, I wanted to like at one point tell Christy how much like I appreciate just her being herself, I guess. But
yeah, she has like a genuine persona. That's why.
Yeah, a genuine personality for sure. Yeah. That's rare to see nowadays, honestly. I mean, I'm pretty sure it just comes from just experience, you know? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, back then maybe Christy wasn't as good at her job, but because she used to work at Hot Topic, she used to work at a lot of places, and she has experience managing stores from other stores, and that's why she was able to move up so fast, you know? So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if back in the day she wasn't who is instantly good at managing people. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that isn't really taught. You kind of have to just teach yourself, through fucking up. So I wouldn't be surprised if like back then she wasn't as good at her job, but she learned, she like took those experiences and made herself better because of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it would suck if we like got like a brand new store manager, but that store manager barely even has any experience being a store manager, and we got like a shitty one. You know what I mean? That's what I was like fearing. I was like, fuck, what if we don't like the store manager? At the time it was kind of awkward because when Christy came in, she barely came in, and then Rona happened, and then barely anyone knew her because she came in and Rona happened, and then we were on quarantine.
Y'all closed for like what, 1 month?
2 months, yeah. And then we didn't get to actually know her until we came back from quarantine. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's like we didn't know how she really was. But once
to leave that impression but to leave that impression in less than a year, that's actually impressive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the fact that like everyone kind of like loves her now in less than like a year, really just like a couple of months, really, because we came back in May, and it's only like January right now, so it's only been like 6-7 months. So in about half a year, everyone kind of already like is used to her already, which is hard to do for a store manager, especially when previous store managers have been there for years. But I guess that also shows how shitty Gary was, if everyone forgot about him already, you know what I mean?
Our people's Gary.
Yeah.
So what happened to him? You think he moved to Cyprus?
Yeah, he moved to Cyprus. He became the Cyprus store manager.
Wow.
It seemed like everyone was glad. Yeah. Because from what like Dennis tells me and what Maddie tells me is that he wasn't really a good one. Yeah.
Mm.
And from my impression, even though I only worked there for a couple of months before he got transferred, it didn't seem like he was a particularly like active one. Like, you know how like when Christy helps, like she would literally
Yeah.
like fucking like help people like make like displays and like merch and shit. Like Gary didn't do any of that. Gary was sometimes maybe in the morning like help with like opening, but other than that, like I almost never saw Gary on the floor, almost never. But I guess that could also mean because I was at SNR a lot, I straight up didn't see him. But even when I did go on the floor occasionally, he was always in his room, so it didn't change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, she knows when to have fun. Remember that day when we're like doing that thing with the chair?
The what chair?
I think you were talking to me about like you had to like pick up the chair, but like in a weird position, and men couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, and then Christy actually participated. Yeah, I honestly didn't expect Christy to like participate.
Yeah, and so be like, oh, no more than 2 people in the break room. Oh, you should go back to work. No, she was like, oh, let me try.
Yeah, she's like, let me try it. And then she was actually supposed to clock out too, and she was like willing to like fuck around with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she knows when to have fun. Everything about her feels so genuine.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'll fuck around with y'all. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta like fuck around with my retards.
Yeah, exactly. My my retards. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's just pretty chill.
I'm glad too. Yeah. Cause it would suck if we got like another Stacy or like another like Virginia or something. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
Like another like annoying, like super uptight manager. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If we got multiple of those, holy shit, I will fucking blow my brains out. Yeah.
Yeah. We're pretty lucky. So one more day for the legal. Yeah, one more day for Motherama's change of heart.
Oh wait, how long were you planning on streaming till? I just realized.
Don't know. I mean, tomorrow I'm working at 7 p.m. So.
Oh, so you can kind of just like fuck around. Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna see Motherama's change of heart tonight.
Yeah, for sure. You're like it's next day, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta increase my guts. I'm gonna go and take those burger challenges.
But yeah, I mean stuff like that's very valuable. It's super underrated how valuable something like that is. You know, having
Oh, you're
like
talking about
having a good store manager or having a good manager in general. Yeah.
yeah.
Because stuff like that,
100%.
stuff like that, like snowballs. Where if you have poor managers, you're just gonna have poor workers. If you have poor workers, you're just gonna have poor like productivity, and you're gonna have like angrier customers. You know, and eventually you're gonna close down because you know everyone's gonna start leaving because of the shitty environment. You know what I mean? It snowballs out of control. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what happened at my old store. Like at Starbucks, like the store manager got to a point where because she started like having sex, like because when I was there, she was like single, right?
Oh yeah. You said something. I think you were talking about it.
Yeah, she was like single, and then she was trying to get back into shape. And here and there, she would like see people, but then after a while, like she actually started to like commit to this one guy. That I don't know if she met him on Tinder or what, but basically like she met this guy, and then because she was starting to get fucked a lot and like getting attention from a guy now, she started to give a fuck less of a fuck about the store. You know, because she's all like, oh, I got this guy now. Who cares? He's like my next husband or whatever. Which, um, she did eventually like get engaged to him. So I guess it worked out. But yeah, she started to like give like no fucks about the store that she used to care a lot about. And then it just eventually like came to a point where she got fired on the spot. To the point where she got caught like she got caught bribing one of the managers to work a certain shift. Yeah.
Wow.
Like she literally like offered her money to work a shift that she wasn't supposed to work, you know. And then the DM and then the district manager found out, and then during her shift she was fired. They told her to pack up her bags and leave. Like that was RP
She was
Bozo.
like, but I bet she was like, sayonara.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it probably like was an easy decision for her because then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna just I couldn't wait for to leave this place. You know what I mean? Probably. Yeah.
Haha.
Haha.
Mother Rama's doing a public apology.
Oh.
Apology. Oh. But I don't think he goes to jail, right? I think
I guess you'll see.
I think he'll just stop being famous.
I guess you'll see. Aha.
Oh, this bride. He's crying. Oh yeah, but he's responsible for Yusuke's mom there. That's right.
Yeah, so he's technically is going to jail. That's RP Bozo.
Oh yeah, he turned himself. RP Bozo. Everyone watching the TV, RP Bozo.
Hashtag pack what?
Hashtag plagiarism. Damn, now everyone's being a dick. Oh crap.
Yeah.
I will actually respect people that recognize their errors or like come out and just tell the truth. But in this case, it was forced because of the Phantom Thief, so I don't care.
Yeah, it's kind of something that game makes you think about, because you notice how like how quick the society turns on someone immediately.
Yeah.
It's meant to like kind of make you think about the fact that like society is so willing to like make someone a villain almost immediately. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Oh, they're talking about the calling card. Oh shit, exactly. He's in the opening.
Oh yeah.
Pleasant boy.
Hey, a catchy best boy.
Oh,
You'll meet him later, yeah.
Alright, so far I meet Makoto, that pleasant boy, and that's it. I know there's the gamer girl and the other one with kind of like pinkish hair.
Yeah.
Curly pinkish hair.
Yeah. You'll meet all of them later.
But her, she was on the park.
Who?
The pink.
Oh, the short hair. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, short, curly pink hair.
Oh, nice. You actually noticed her. Oh yeah, I think she actually had a line in that scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized. Yeah, I forgot.
So far, I think best waifu is Yasumi. What's her name,
Yasumi?
right? I forgot her name. The
Uh,
red chick from
uh,
the
Kasumi?
first year. Kasumi, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just like how like educated she is.
yeah.
And
She,
like how she was like willing to like help a child.
yeah.
Like okay.
Like good nature, but she's one
Yeah,
of the new
because
characters. Yeah.
I just see her like your typical like what is it, like high school girl.
But I mean, she actually has a pretty interesting arc though. Like if you,
Oh yeah,
I'm not
100%.
sure
That.
if I'm not sure if you like been investing in her confidant, but
Oh no, I need to have my guts.
her confidant arc is pretty interesting. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I just level up my guts, so maybe I'll be able to talk to her now.
Yeah. You can always do the Big Bang Burger challenge to get guts.
Yeah, I just took the challenge. I failed the challenge, but still gave me guts.
Yeah, if you complete the challenge, you get points and everything, but it's still good to attempt it because it usually always gives you the most guts ever.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. Like I said before, the game has like top-notch rifles.
What'd you say?
But I think Yasumi is the one that stands out the most for right now for me.
Kasumi? Oh, okay.
Kasumi, yeah. Why I keep calling her Yasumi? Because I know from the opening scene that she's gonna be like a fantasy thief or
Oh yeah.
something really like that.
I was surprised they actually like showed you that so quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought when I first started playing this game, the game would like take its time letting you know. But no, the game is like pretty quick to tell you that she becomes a fan thief later, which obviously everyone knows she was eventually going to be, but I was just surprised that they showed it so quickly.
Mm. We're getting investigated by the police. Damn, you seem kind of like fashionista. Pretty boy. Yes, homo.
Yes, homo. All homo.
Oh. But yeah, best waifu so far, Ryuji.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, best milf, Morgana. Oh, they're bringing up about the black mask.
Oh yeah.
It may be Kazumi's because in the prologue she was in one of those metaverse places, but she was not part of the Phantom Thieves, so it might be her. I just forgot the color for her mask. I'm just trying to make connections.
Oh, I see.
Damn, you still want to stay on An's house, oh?
Oh.
Oh crap, Makoto. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I like how this story is like unfolding so far.
Yeah, how they're like,
Yeah. So
she's like
she's
kind of
getting.
stalking them.
Yeah. She has no results with us, with Joker and Ryuji and On. So
Yeah, because they're too dumb to like find a more secret place to meet up. Yeah.
yeah. So she's going to probably, from what I'm seeing or what I'm guessing, she's going to try to approach Yusuke.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering, is Sae, or that's her name, Sae or Say? I don't know how you
Sai.
pronounce it.
Yeah, Sai.
Sae.
Mhm.
Is she real, like, I don't know, like believing this story? I guess not. But
Is
from
she
the
a
question
what?
she's asking, like, is she believing everything that Joker's